Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. We've got 14 minutes to talk about boycotting. I have been on the boycott train for a really long time, over 10 years. When I found out about diamonds being mined with slave labor in Africa, cut it, don't wear diamonds. My wedding ring, my engagement ring, I requested it to be like a gold only, and the person I married made it out of, it was a peace sign ring that was gold, but made it from like another peace sign ring that I wore until I met him that was silver. So anyway, I just wanted to share, like, you don't miss, like, okay, so that's diamonds. I'm not into diamonds. But I've also boycotted, like, Louis Vuitton. And I'm saying this because I was just on TikTok and a woman listed all of those fashion brands. When I fucking realized that Louis Vuitton and all of those are just, like, old white men. And, like, I think their designs are really fugly, too. Like, I don't think they're cute. Same with, like, Hailey Bailey's dress that she was wearing when she said, "Let them eat cake." That dress was fucking ugly. It was ugly. Like, girl. Anyway, I thrift shop. Thrifting is cool. Like, but I think when you get to especially when I lived in LA, I know I'm all over the place. I'm trying to give helpful hints, but, like, I'm not helping. I'm just all over it. When I lived in Los Angeles is, like, the biggest wholesale district, especially Skid Row. Skid Row is specifically the wholesale district for like this part of the country. And it's a bunch of warehouses, and it's a bunch of shit that all comes from predominantly China. You know, there's other countries shit comes through, but and it's all the same. Like, you can find designer bags that look like designer bags in Skid Row for like $5. It's all slave labor. So the thing is like, why on earth would you spend your money on stupid shit like that? I've always just detested shit like that. You want to see my purses? Let me show you. Ooh, why am I so cold? Mommy feels cold. Okay, let me find some stuff. I'm trying to share with our friends. I think everything else is in the car. I think I only have like 2 purses to share. This one I've had forever. I don't know where I got it, but I've had it forever. Probably at a head shop somewhere. It's a great purse. But I don't know. I probably spent like $15 on it at one point. Oh, I'm cold right now. What the fuck? And then right now I'm using this one, which is just, got it from Temu. Mamas, women, make sure you have shit to protect yourselves. Anyway, yes, I use carabiners. Blocking folks is really easy for me. Boycotting is really easy for me. This one has been hard because we live in a food desert. So we were consuming, my son is autistic, so there's certain safe foods, and Pizza Hut and McDonald's were really hard for us to let go of. But we have. I bought the shoestring fries, and, you know, we're making those at home. We don't even eat meat, so, like, we only ate the fries from McDonald's, but we don't even need that anymore. And then Pizza Hut was just easy, but it was harder to boycott, you know, because of the convenience of, you know, we don't have a Domino's, we don't have a Papa John's, we only have a Pizza Hut in town. That's the only pizza place. But we also lived in an RV for a long time that didn't have an oven, so we make our own pizzas, you know, now that we're here. Anyway, all that to say is I'm fucking poor, but I didn't grow up poor. So I don't know. I'm different than my family, but if you're watching this, you probably are too. And like, I don't ever need a Coach purse. I don't need a new car. My car's paid off. I bought my car in cash. Yeah, it's got some problems and overheats all the time, but like, I don't have to make car payments on it. I'm not going to, like, stupid shit, right? So like when we're talking, also my phone, I don't use an iPhone. I had one iPhone one time, and it was right when I was in my master's degree starting it, and I dropped it in the toilet in the LA. And then since then I have a Galaxy. I don't care. They all do the same shit. I had an Apple Mac computer. I have a cousin who works for Apple. We don't talk. I talk to his wife every once in a while, but that's like once every 3 years. They probably won't talk to me anymore anyway. All that to say is that I had an Apple computer that I got with my master's degree, my grant money for school, because I really loved Apple. But I never utilized Apple for everything it was, and now everything's on the fucking internet. Everything's an app. So I got when my Apple died, it was like this year, last year sometime. I got a refurbished Google thing. I've used it maybe twice. Like, I don't even use my computer ever. But it's like one with like a touch screen, and you can like move the screen so you can like, I don't know, it's like a tablet thing. It's cool. I like it, but I don't have a use for it. I don't need it right now. I think boycotting it's a big form of decolonizing. But like, once you realize that all this shit is all used slave labor, like when I lived in Los Angeles, I went to Chinatown. This was while I was in my master's program, where we were like learning about community fight back initiatives and, you know, community struggles within like an urban space, which was Los Angeles. Fucking huge. I hated living in LA. It was so hard. But we went to Chinatown, and there were actual sweatshops right there, right here in the United States. And I mean, it was just like, what? And then, you know, that's literally just a few blocks away from Skid Row, which resides in the largest wholesale district. I guess I'm just talking about LA. I wasn't intending that. But like, if you see and understand the wealth district, LA is such an easy landscape to understand the wealth distribution and lack thereof, because you have third world conditions within a wholesale market. Like, there's this one big building in LA that's literally in Skid Row that like models go to and take. I actually bought my wedding dress from there for like $15. My wedding dress was black. It was like a witch dress. But anyway, there's a ton of models who like go there to buy stuff, and like they take suitcases and shit to this big ass warehouse and buy shit for super cheap. Like I said, my dress for my wedding was $15. And then they like do modeling and stuff. I don't know, but like that's in Skid Row. Like legit, you walk out of that building, there's people living in tents, right? And then Chinatown is maybe just a couple miles, I don't know what direction, northeast, no, northwest, I don't know. Anyway, Chinatown is right next to Skid Row too. And then you have like Hollywood and Beverly Hills, and it's just, that's like west, right? Chinatown is downtown LA. It's like north of downtown LA. I could be wrong. I'm not standing in Chinatown, but either way. The wealth distribution in LA specifically is fucking crazy. If you want to learn, I really like studying maps. If you want to look at a map and like learn about this stuff, I would highly suggest LA. I've never been to New York. I'm sure it's the same fucking thing, but LA is like insane. It's crazy. The segregation, the wealth distribution, it's ridiculous. The urban landscape is so crazy to me. But anyway, I didn't come on here to talk about this. So I just blocked like Burberry. I think all of that shit is ugly. Louis Vuitton, why would you want to walk around with someone else's initials all over your shit? And it's not even cute. Not to mention the fact that there's no way people are actually paying that much money for something like that. Are you fucking retarded? That is so fucking ugly. It's ugly. Oh, Coach. I got a boycott Coach. That wasn't listed. But like Zen, I don't even know what these brands are. Like I said, I've been boycotting for a really long time. More recently with this BDS movement, I've learned. But like as I've been waking up to and like becoming conscious as to like things, which is what we're all experiencing at like a collective level. You can't participate in shit once you know you're duty bound to do something about it, right? Once you have the knowledge, that these things are doing harm, and if you continue to like consume them, then you're part of the problem. That's what we're saying. That's the whole fucking point. So when you know better, you do better. And that's basically what decolonizing is. Yes, it is difficult to become aware. It's difficult to let go of the truth that you thought, But like, in my opinion, when you spend that much money on shit, I think you're dumb. I don't notice. At this point in I don't notice I don't. If I think something's cute, I will probably try to make it or find something similar to it at a thrift store. But honestly, my fashion set, right now I'm wearing pajama pants and a t-shirt and a sweatshirt, and I'm super comfy. And this is like for the movement, obviously. But oh God. Wealth is not definitive of status, even though that's what society says. I think wealth and how you use it, and if you're flaunting, like all these fit checks and shit. I've never even heard of a lot of those brands. If I see a fit check on my FYP, it's usually someone stitching it because I'm not interested. But like spending that much money on things, most folks don't notice. Unless you're in those circles, which you're not my target audience. But like, why? Right. So anyway, I think Louis Vuitton is really ugly. I always have. I never got on board with Louis Vuitton. Never, ever. Brown and tan and ugly. No. The font, ugly. So anyway, boycott some shit that makes the world a shitty place and feel better about yourself. And also, nobody's looking at you like that. Nobody gives a fuck. And if they do, it's none of your fucking business. Have a good one.